Hi everybody, it's Robert Earl out here in the Eco Ranch in far west Texas. Got my dusty old man clothes on, as one person told me the other day, because it's a work day for me. But I know I said that the video of my 5-year review was going to be my last word on the wind turbine industry, but I did have one little thing that I didn't include, and I didn't include it on purpose because I was going to write it. I wrote it out and didn't like the way it looked, so I'm going to show you in this little 2 or 3 minute video, 4 or 5 maybe, completely unscripted, so I might stutter a little bit, and my style, or the style I use, is going to be really exaggerated, but it's something that you can use, you're welcome to use, and I want you to use, because you have a real problem out there in the wind turbine business, and that's that there is somebody, since there is no regulation, somebody is rating their turbines at 70 miles an hour, 80 miles an hour, 90 miles an hour, 100 miles an hour. Doesn't matter. There is no, like I covered in the other video, there is no regulation. So at 70 miles an hour, my turbine puts out blank. Well, that's fine. And you could try to say, well, mine puts out 400 at 20 miles an hour, or 25 or 30, whatever it is. And of course, just like me, because I'm a victim of this, I bought the high wattage model when I was first looking. Didn't know much about the business. I bought the high wattage model. Yeah, I saw the 70 miles an hour, but I assumed that that was the way they were all rated. So 1,000 watts here as opposed to 400 here, and it was cheaper. Hey, I bought it. Well, and someone mentioned to me, how do we overcome that? We can't overcome that unless we lie too. No. I spent a lot of time in the car business selling identical cars, and the only thing that was different between the two cars was the sizzle of the steak. Here's a steak, here's a steak. You had to sell the sizzle. And I learned how to sell the sizzle, and I'm going to show you one of those tactics here today. So, let me walk around back and we'll quickly do it. Okay, I'm back here now. Just like that guy that advertises the HD vision visor, who hides behind a glass plate and he shines a light in your eye and you go, oh my God, and then he shines it over here and of course it's not in your eye anymore. Oh, hey, that works fine. Got my graphic, got myself behind here. Let me switch gears a little bit, give you an idea of what you could do, what you should do, and listen carefully to the verbiage, because the verbiage is the most important thing here. So here we go. Let me switch gears to become Phil Swift or whomever. Hi folks, it's Robert Earl here, representing the Vulcan XP wind turbine. That's right, the Vulcan XP is something we worked on for a number of years, and we're very, very proud of it. We've had it on the market and have had very, very little problems with it. However, recently, one of our competitors has come out with a 2,500 watt wind turbine. That's right, it's rated at 2,500 watts, and that is forgot the name of it already, guys, the Belchfire. The brand new Belchfire 2,500, rated at 2,500 watts. And we said, oh my goodness, how can that be? That wattage is so much different than what we anticipated. So what we did was we took it and we put it through a wind tunnel. We put it on a bench and we spun the RPMs at what 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 70 miles an hour would be. And here's what we came up with, and by God, I think you're going to be happy with it. The Vulcan XP, at any speed, outperformed the Belchfire 2,500 watt turbine by 37%. Let me say that again. The Vulcan XP, the power output of the Vulcan XP, outperformed the 2,500 watt Belchfire unit by 37%. That means you can buy all the quality of the Belchfire unit, the 3/16 inch bracket, the 3/16 inch hub, the 70 inch blades, the wider blades, the heavier blades, the more durable alternator. And you can buy all of this and get 37% more output than the 2,500 watt Belchfire. How can you go wrong with something like that? You can't go wrong. The Vulcan XP produces, and we verify it, and it's in our videos and it's in our literature, we verify that the Belchfire that the Vulcan XP produces in our testing, and in a test you can do, 37% more power output than the Belchfire 2,500 watt unit does. So say that again. The Vulcan XP puts out 37% more power than the Belchfire 2500 watt model does. And it only costs 12% more. 12% more for 37% more output? How can you go wrong? Well, you can't, but if you buy today, here's what we'll do. We'll also include a slip ring to go up underneath and take the weight off of the top of your bracket. Tighten it down, a couple of silicone rings on there. And not only are you going to get 37% more power output than the 2500 watt Belchfire unit, but it's also going to turn into the wind faster, start producing that 37% more power than the 2500 watt unit at a lower speed. You can't go wrong, you can't go wrong, you can't go wrong. So, if you want 37% more power output than the Belchfire 2500 watt unit, go ahead and buy the Vulcan XP. We don't just guarantee 37% greater output than the Belchfire 2500 watt, we guarantee it. Very simple. Let me come around and I'll tell you more. If the man's going to intentionally lie and mislead customers with a wattage power that you're not going to get in the real world, then why can't you use a tactic that's just a little misleading that we've used in the car business throughout the nation for decades? Simply take the numbers and turn them to your advantage. His unit's rated to 2500 watts. We already used the word rated one time. It's a 2500 watt unit, but our unit puts out 37% more power. Customer's going to think he's getting 3400 watts of power. We never said that. We said 37% more. We absolutely told the truth. This man's lying. If somebody comes back to us, you say, whatever his unit puts out, we do 37% more. It's rated to 2500 watts. If it doesn't get it, it's not my fault. But we get 37% more. It's a very similar tactic to the one we used in the car business when somebody was looking at a car, my $10,000 car against the guy down the street who had the same exact $10,000 car. I'm going to go shop them. Well, it's a proven fact that you buy a car from the last place that you go. You buy anything from the last place you go if you're shopping. Think about it. You buy from the last place you go because you've already bought it. You have no need to go anywhere else. So how do you guarantee you're the last person? Here's my $10,000 car. Here's the identical $10,000 car. Guy says he's going to shop. I can only sell it for maybe $9,700. That's it. Can't go any lower than that. So I say to you, the guy who's going to go out and shop no matter what I say, partner, let me tell you, you go out and you do your shopping, you get it out of the way, and if you can't find a better car for $7,000, you come on back and I'll sell you this one. Now what did I say and what did you hear? What I said was, if you're going to go out and shop and you can't find a better car at the $7,000 price point than this one that's $10,000, you come on back and I'll sell you the $10,000 car. That's what I said. What did he hear? Hey, I'll sell you this for $7,000. If you've got a shop, go ahead and shop. I'll sell you this for $7,000. Who's the last place he's going to come? Where he thinks he heard me say he can buy the $7,000 car. Now, is it misleading? Sure. Is it what gives carmen a bad name? Sure. It's also 100% legal, and I didn't lie to the man. Like that's a lie? I didn't lie to the man. That's a lie. That isn't, or whatever the output is. Lie, truth. Lie, truth. Turn it to your advantage. Put this guy out of business. At least take the fangs out of the predator that's taking all your business with a 2500 or a 1685 or a 1000 watt rating at an unreasonable speed. Hell, he'll probably go up on Neptune and say, well, on Neptune it puts out 85,000 watts. Well, sure. And if you take ours on Neptune, it'll put out 37% more. And we're still not lying. Give it a shot if you want. That's something I learned in marketing. That's one way to defang the beast. I've got other ways. If anybody's interested, talk to me privately. Hey, have a great time. I've got an eco ranch to build. I can't mess around with these wind turbines anymore. This is absolutely the end, the last. Use the marketing tactic. Until later, it's Robert Earl at the Eco Ranch. I'm retired.